waheguru, 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 waheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਕਹਿ ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਅਕਤ ਕਥਾ ਬਹੁ ਕਾਏ ਕਰੀਜੈ ਜੈਸਾ ਤੂੰ ਤੈਸਾ ਤੁਹੀਂ ਕਿਆ ਉਪਮਾ ਦੀਜੈ। ਕਹਿ ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਅਕਤ ਕਥਾ ਬਹੁ ਕਾਏ ਕਰੀਜੈ ਜੈਸਾ ਤੂੰ ਤੈਸਾ ਤੁਹੀਂ ਕਿਆ ਉਪਮਾ ਦੀਜੈ। Bhagat Ravidas ji, the children, the youngsters now, they were doing amazing Shabad, amazing Shabad. And the essence is when our mind will start doing Akat's Katha. Akat is Waheguru. Waheguru is Akat. We cannot explain Waheguru fully. He is beyond. He is Akat, unspoken, meaning cannot be spoken properly. Because the words which we have, the letters which we have, can only describe this Maya, this world. ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬਟ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਔਖਾ ਹੈ। But Bhagat Ravidas ji is doing the Kath Katha and he's saying, Keh Ravidas Kath Katha, whatever I have spoken, it is actually unspoken. And that's what the beautiful part of the Gurbani is. Gurbani has explained us the things which were never done in one single Granth. You require multiple Granths, multiple Vedas, Upanishads, Quran, a lot of other religious scriptures to understand the essence, what the essence is, in a simple words. Keh Ravidas Kath Katha Bahu Kai Karijai. What else I would need to say? This is everything. The Waheguru, just like Waheguru, Jaisa tu, Taisa tuhi, Kya Upma Dije. You cannot compare Waheguru with anybody else because he is himself, he is unique. वो अपने आप ही अपने वर्गा, उधे वर्गा कोई भी नहीं. Nobody is like him. He is like him. You know, sometimes we do a upma of other people. They say, oh, they are very good people and all, very nice people. But you cannot compare waheguru with anybody. Tu hi, tu hi, tu hi, tu hi. That's it. We can only praise waheguru because there's nobody else to be praised. Very similar thing we are learning from here. We were in the letter Kakka of the Bawan Akhrin of Kabir Sahib on your screen. Kakka kiran kamal mein pawa. Now, whenever, most of the times, when you will hear the word kamal, or when you hear kamal flower, the lotus flower, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ, Maharaj is talking about our mind, our surt, our focus, our dhyan. Because our man, our mind, is the ult kamal. Yesterday also we discussed a little bit. Ult kamal सीधा होवे. The mind is looking downways, downways. थल्ले देख रहा है मन. You know what happens, right? So mind has a connection between the Agya Chakra and in the navel, in the Mulatar Chakra. We have to bring our surt up so that it start looking down, because when it looks down, it looks at the Patal Lok. It looks at the five thieves. ਜਦੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ ਮਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਉਹ ਪੰਜਾਂ ਦੂਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਸ ਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਤਾਲ ਲੋਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. What is Patal Lok? Patal Lok is Tamogun. Just remember this, very simple. And we have to bring our mind up to the Sattogun, and from the Sattogun, there, Sattogun, what is Sattogun? Sattogun is peace. Just remember only one thing, peace. When you are in peace, you are content. When you are at peace, you will help others, right? The mind will be in peace, free of pain. There will be no pain. कोई दर्द नहीं होएगा. सिर्फ सिर्फ प्रेम, प्रेम. Only love will be there. Kakka kiran kamal mein pawa. Yesterday, Kabir Sahib discussed about the Onkar Shabad. If you remember this, ओंकार लखे जो कोई सोई लिख मेटना ना होई. Onkar as in that anhad shabad, that anhad bani, that shabad, that naam, which we say ik onkar, from where all the creation was created. Now, once we connect with that onkar shabad, what will happen? Our mind will get a wisdom. मन ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ? ਗਿਆਨ. ਕਿਹੜਾ ਗਿਆਨ? Which wisdom? The spiritual wisdom, not the worldly wisdom. Brahm Gyan. Kakka kiran kamal mein pawa. Now the kripa has happened. Now I can see the kiran. You know, kiran is a ray of light. Initially, when we do Simran, what happens is, slowly, slowly we see a small dot, a small light out there. And sometimes initially it is dudiya in color. You know what dudiya is? Dudiya is milky, a little bit of a milky, not exactly white. And slowly, 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 it will change. Just like the sound. When we are doing the Sasgira Simran, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, first we hear the cricket sound, the Panch Shabad. Slowly, slowly, from Panch Shabad, it become a one Shabad. Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, Panche Pave, Dargaman. Whenever you are hearing one Shabad, Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, Panche Pave, Dargaman, Panche Sohe, Darajan, Pancha Kagur, Ek Dhyan. When you will sit in the Dar, in the Agya Chakra, you will start hearing the Nad. You will start hearing the Onkar Shabad. You will start hearing the Sahaj Tun. ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੱਕ ਧੁਨ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਫੋਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. When you see that, when you hear that, your mind is in peace, in Sahaj, and you're hearing the Sahaj Tun. Tera Mukh Suhava Jio Sahaj Tun Bani, that Omkar Shabad, then we stop doing the Simran at that time and we just focus on that Sahaj Tun. When we will focus on the Sahaj Tun or during the Simran, you will start hearing a light, start seeing the light, a kiran. ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਨ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਏਗੀ. A ray of light will be there. Then you start looking at the ray of light without doing any simran. ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. And mostly that will appear in front of your forehead, ਸਾਹਮਣੇ, where the ladies put the bindi, right? ਉੱਥੇ ਬਿੰਦੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ, ਬਿੰਦੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ, ਉਹਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਏਗੀ. When you see that, that means now what will happen? Is it just the thing you are seeing? No. If you are seeing that kiran of light, then there will be changes in your mind, a drastic changes. What changes? Kabir Sahib describes here. Kakka kiran kamal mein pawa, sas bigas sampat nahi awa. Sas is the moon. Now why this example? Mostly the moon has taken the light, or moon takes the light from the sun. We know that, we all. The light of the moon is little bit lower, obviously. Moonlight is lower, sunlight is little higher. So when you see a moonlight, and if there is a sun there, just in the dusk, right? Or dawn or a dusk, when you see the moon is going away, moon is setting off and sun is rising, what happens is, very you will start seeing the light of a sun more slowly and slowly, and the moonlight will disappear. Maharaj has, that's where here is comparing the moonlight with the Maya. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ? What will happen is, when the sun will appear, as in when you will start seeing the light of Vaheguru's Jyot, then the Maya, your connection with the Maya will be disconnected, detached. Maya ਵੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਸੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੱਗਣੀ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ. ਮਤਲਬ in the worldly thoughts, you will not worry much about it. That's what Kabir Sahib is saying, and that's what Bhagat Ravidas ji was also saying. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣੀ, ਕਹਿ ਰਵਿਦਾਸ ਕਤ ਕਥਾ ਬਹੁ ਕਾਇ ਕਰੀਜੈ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ. There's nothing else I have to say. I don't have to worry about anything else, because now my mind is in the state of akat katha. It cannot be spoken very well, but mind will understand that. Gurbani is all akat katha. Sas bigas sampat nahi awa. And now my Chandarbas, bigas is in light. Sas bigas sampat nahi awa, meaning we will have my mayas, whatever, or you can think from this perspective. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਕਰਮ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, all the bad, the evil deeds we have done, they will go away. It will be erased. They will be covered by Vaheguruji. When we go in front of the Yamraj, we will actually not go in the front of Yamraj. These doots will not come close to us. Cover ho gaya sara kuch. Your old Jeevan is, it's like a new birth. ਨਵਾਂ ਜਨਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ. ਸਸ ਵਿਕਾਸ ਸੰਪਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵਾਂ, ਅਰ ਤੇ ਅਰਜੇ ਤਹਾਂ ਕੁਸਮ ਰਸ ਪਾਵਾਂ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ now you will get the fragrance of kusam. Kusam flower is a cold flower. It's a beautiful flower. In the sunlight, it blossoms. In the night time, it is no longer there. That kusam, that kohl, it's called kohl flower also. You can search, it's a beautiful flower. So Maharaj is saying, my mind is in the state of kusam, just like a kusam flower, the call flower. I don't know what it is called exactly in English. Call flower. Somewhere I've read it's a banana flower, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's like readily available in India, the call flower, and they're beautiful. They're red in color. That's why I'm telling you about this thing, because when you will meet gurmukhs who have start receiving the light in their mind, the gyan, the Brahm gyan, the Gurbani's gyan, whose mind will be embedded with the gyan, wisdom, spiritual wisdom, everything changes. Their mind blossoms. ਮਨ ਐ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਖਿੜ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ and sometimes those qualities will show up, sometimes not all the time, sometimes that those qualities will show up on their face also, ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ they will be red in color. ਸੱਸ ਬਿਗਾਸ ਸੰਪਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵਾਂ ਅਰਤੇ ਤਹਾਂ kusum ras pawa. And then now the mind will experience the fragrance of kusum, the flower, the call flower. And we have discussed this before also. ਮਨ ਨਾ ਖਿੜ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੁਗੰਧੀਆਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਵੱਖੋ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਸੁਗੰਧੀ as in fragrance. The most common fragrances of incense, toof, batti, those fragrances when mind starts entering the dasam dwar, when mind starts entering. So where is dasam dwar? You know, yesterday with Vaheguruji's kirpa, I happened to go to the Keshgad Sahib. And in the Keshgad Sahib, if you will start going up, if you have gone there, Anandpur Sahib, Keshgad Sahib, if you have gone there, it's a beautiful thing. You start from the bottom, you start going step up, and when you reach in the middle, mostly people don't notice that because they directly go up. In the middle, there is a place where you can sit. There are some steps. Before you actually enter the Darbar Hall, when you sit there, you will clearly hear the Kirtan. The Kirtan which is being played in the Darbar Hall very clearly. When you start from the bottom, it will be there, but it will be less. You may or may not be able to figure it out what exactly the Kirtanis are singing. But the moment you start going up, step up, in the middle there will be a place where you can hear the Kirtan properly, very loud and clear. A lot of ras will be there, a lot of fragrance will be there. That means now that's the same thing which our mind experiences. When mind sits in the dar, then it will start hearing that Onkar Shabad, that Sajtun, very loud. And when mind connects with, ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Meaning, we are not looking down from where we came. Because download was a garbage. Downstairs, when I say garbage, because a lot of things happens in our life. But ਜਦੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਆ ਗਏ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ, when we came up there in the Agya Chakkar, mind is now looking up. Mind is not looking down. ਥੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਮਨ, ਉੱਪਰ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ, ਉੱਪਰ. And there you hear that Shabad, as in that the nishani is, physical nishanis, the physical sign is, from the Darbar Hall, you start hearing the Shabad Kirtan. And here the Shabad is obviously the formless Shabad, that Naam, that Anhad Bani, that Sajtun, that Onkar. And little bit you go up, you will start, then you take more steps up in the Kesgad Sahib Gurdwara. From the far, you will start seeing the Darbar Hall. You have not yet entered it. You will start seeing the Darbar Hall. Same thing, Maharaj is saying, I can see that kiran, I can see that light, I can smell the fragrance also. Because in the physical Darbar Hall, in the olden days, they always used to put the incense and all. Right? Here, Maharaj is saying, arje taha kusam ras pava. That light, the fragrance of the light, the essence of that light, because more and more you hear the Saj Tun, the more you will get the Amrit Ras, the more, and some people will experience the fragrance also. Arje taha kusam ras pava. What will happen? The ignorance will go away. Maya will go away. थल्ले नहीं देख रहे तुसी फिर सिर्फ ऊपर देख रहे हो. The mind will be only interested in having the full darshan of Vaheguru. First, it is just a streaks of light, little bit of a light, kiran. Then, full experience will be there. उत्थे की करना होंदा फिर? Then you keep on focusing on that light. अर्जे तहाँ कुसुम रस पावा, अकह कहाँ कह कहाँ समझावा. कहते this is a katha. Same thing Bhagat Ravidas ji was saying. Cannot be explained much. It cannot be explained. Vaheguru ji is a kath. कह कहाँ समझावा. And I cannot explain what you have to experience on your own. So again, little bit of a summary so that we understand. When in the Kesgar Sahib we are down there, let's say in the Jodakar or even below there, right? There is all the things are there, fruits are there, and during the Hola Mahalla, those places, they make that Shardai also out there, where they mix the leaves also there. That's all. Maya is there. But the moment you start going up and up from the Jodakar, from where you put the shoes, and when you remove your shoes and your socks and all, you wash your shoes. That means now your journey going upward starts. ਜਦੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, similarly our mind is, just compare it with your mind. Your physical body is going up, and when you go further, maybe 10 steps ahead on the staircase, then there is a place in the middle where you can hear the kirtan very in a very loud voice. You were hearing it below at the shoe center also, but it was not proper. But the more you go up and up, when you remove your socks, when you remove your shoes, when you wash your feet, you'll start hearing it. But then when you go up further, you will hear it loud and clear. And then what you have to do, ਉੱਥੇ ਬੈਠਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. You have to sit there. You have to listen to the kirtan. And then you start going up. Slowly, 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 you start going up. You can see the Darbar Hall. You can, from the far, before entering the Darbar Hall, you can still see the Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. But it's not a proper darshan yet. The kiran is there, the light is there. And with Vaheguru Ji's kirpa, Maharaj says, at that time, Sas bigas sampat nahi awa. And then now the Maya has disappeared. Now I'm not looking down. Mind is very clear that there will be no looking backwards, no looking at the vikars. All the vikars, all the vices have been, now with Vaheguruji's Kripa, Maharaj has covered them just like a curtain. You're only looking forward. You're looking off forward. Arje taha kusam ras pava. And then now you will start experiencing the fragrance. You will start seeing the little bit streaks of light, the kiran, the ray of light. कहते कह कथा कहाँ कह कहाँ समझाओ. What else can I explain? What more can I explain? Cannot be explained, described. You have to experience yourself. So Guru Pyareo, these all Guru Tam, the Gurdwaras which we have, Akal Takht Sahib, Kesgarh Sahib, especially the Takhats, they are telling us something. Maharaj has not built it just a normal kind of a building or something. It has a significance. It's a journey of a mind to the Dasam Dwar, to our real house, to the Nijkar, Thirkar. That's a journey. We have to understand that journey, understand that significance, so that we can also experience that kiran of light, so that we can also hear the Omkar Shabad, so that we can also start focusing on that. But one thing which most of the people do a mistake, when you are hearing a Shabad, if the mind is in peace, if it is a Sahstun slash Nad, then you just focus on there. You just don't do Simran there. Or the Simran nahi karna hunda. Huh. When you're hearing the Panch Shabad, you are doing Simran. That's fine. The back, the Panch Shabads are there. You're doing the Simran, that's fine. Till it become a one sound. Because most of you have experience when you are hearing the Panch Shabad also, the thoughts are still there. Ultimately, we have to go into the Nirvichar Avastha. ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿਰਵਿਚਾਰ ਅਵਸਥਾ 'ਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਫੁਰਨੇ ਨਾ ਰਹਿਣ. All the thoughts have disappeared. Then you focus on that sound, and sometimes there is a little bit of a thought, right? Still you focus on it. Focus on the sound, अपना श्वास रोक रोक के, little bit, you know, कहते थोड़ा थोड़ा, your breath, you can stop your breath a little bit for a couple of seconds, and then you keep on listening to the sound. And when your focus will be totally on that sound, when you will enter the sun, the third sun, that's where you'll start seeing the light. And then what you do is you just focus on that light which is in the front of your forehead, where the ladies put the bindi, the dot. The bindi laundiyan hai, the dot on the forehead, you focus on the front of that. And when you focus on that, Maharaj says, you will have no thoughts. Arjo taha kusam ras pawa, sas bigas sampat nahi awa. Sas bigas sampat nahi awa. Now my Maya has gone away. Arje taha kusam ras pawa. Now I will just get a fragrance, the essence of light, that smell, that fragrance of the cold flowers. Very similar. And this is a Katha. I cannot explain it much. That's the maximum I can with the words. Kahan samjhawa. What else can I explain? That's the best I can explain. Guru Sahib is telling us we'll go further tomorrow with the Kakakar. Any questions, Guru Pyare? Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Koi sawal? हाँ जी.
Virji, my question is, so up till the last lecture, I was understanding जिथे उत्ते जिथे आदमी लोग जुड़ा करते हैं, ओदे उत्थे like few inches above that.
Yes.
But now, is my understanding correct that the step after that is when people or somebody can focus on जिथे बिंदी लगांदे ladies and उथों light जी कुछ दिखाई देगी? Is that the next step after the juda one?
Very, very, very good question. Really appreciate that. So you will connect with this question, you will connect the dots. The the whole idea is above our eyebrows, right? And we are not talking about the physical thing, right? We are talking about the front, that whole area, that sukham area, that not the physical stuff, the stuff front of your forehead, that whole area till the gagan on the top of the head also, that whole area is the dasam dwar area. That's where the dasam dwar starts. When I said when you put your dhyan in the gagan mandal, what happens is at the that is the ultimate place where we have to land, right? Then you will have the full glimpse of the light, the jyot, full spiritual wisdom when you will go there through the Shabad. But what happens is sometimes we are still in the middle. You're listening to the sound and all. You will start seeing the light. It's very scientific in approach. You see, when there is a during the dawn and the dusk, the light is little. But the more and more in the morning, when the light progresses, when the sunlight is more and more, you will see this light more and more. That's a journey which we have to understand, right? And a beautiful thing is early in the morning, When there is less light, you will hear the chirping of sparrows or the birds. That's the same thing, you will hear the sound, right? Then there is a rain bird sometimes. The rain bird, you will hear a very sharp sound of a rain bird. You will experience that also, and that is a nishani, the rain is going to come. Babiha amrit vele bolya, right? Then the rain starts, and sometimes you will experience that also. When you will read Gurbani, you have to do is you have to compare it with your experiences where you are. That putting the focus on the Gagan is not for everybody's stage. It depends where you are. If you are at the stage where the thoughts are still there, the only thing which we have to do is Simran, the Saskara Simran. Wah Guru. First we have to do kill our thoughts. These all things is a kirpa. You have nothing in your hand. Then Maharaj explains you might see a kiran of light. And where you will see the kiran of light, he's pinpointing it. It will be in the front of the, but not everybody is going to experience that. Some people will not experience that. Some people will directly go in the sun, and they will see the light, full light, more than a sun. It cannot be explained. Jagmag ho jayega hare paas, sare paase. There will be light all over. Hope that explains. Does that answer your question, Pyaro?
It did. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you जी, thank you. हाँ जी, और सवाल किसी का जी? Any other question?
So,
आओ
सवाल
जी.
तो
हाँ.
Veer ji, just one more second. सवाल तो
हाँ.
नहीं है, but I I really want to thank you for all these explanations, taking my understanding to the next level. um I don't know if I can ever get to that state, the above the head or not, but at least my understanding is maturing. So thank you very much.
हाँ जी, it's all Vaheguru. It's all Vaheguru Ji's Kripa, right? Sadguru Ji is in all of us. Sadguru Ji will do the Kripa to all of us. He will explain us. That's why when we do Simran and when we read Gurbani, when our mind goes in peace, we'll start understanding Gurbani the way Guru Sahib wants us to understand. हाँ जी, आओ जी सिमरन करिए जी. वाह, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. वाह Guru, वाह Guru, वाह Guru, वाह Guru. सेवा कर लो जी गुरु प्यारियो.
Waheguru, 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 Ah Guru, 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 Wah 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 Guru, Ah 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 Guru, waheguru, 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 waheguru। अंतर्गत सिमरन। मन ही बोले, मन ही सुने। वाहगुरु। हम अवगण परे, एक गुण नाही। अमृत छाड़ बिखे बिख खाई। माया मोह परम पै भूले। सुतदारा स्यों प्रीत लगाई। इक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत। तह मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई। इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की। गुरु रामदास राखो शरणाई। इक अरदास पाठ कीरत की। गुरु रामदास राखो शरणाई। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I think there is a question in the chat. So, Hanji, Waheguru Ji, Guru Pyareo, there are all the lectures are there in the YouTube channel. You can search it at Sikh Meditation. You can start with Japji Sahib, right? There is a playlist of a Japji Sahib in there. And I'm also trying to upload it in Spotify. But right now, there's a playlist of Japji Sahib. You can start from there. And then there is a lecture for the beginners called About Maya. That is also in the YouTube. So when you will go there and search for in the channel the lectures of Maya. Maya is very important to understand. That's for the beginners, and then you can go from there with Waheguru Ji's Kripa. ठीक है जी? वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।